Hi, Leslie. Can you hear me? Am I echoing? I got the Facebook notification too. Turn that off. So you can hear me? Am I echoing? Because it's echoing on my end. Just winding this because I don't want to mess with a floppy skein later and trying to wind it from the other end. Yes, it is echoing. I don't know how to fix that because it's coming off of the camera. Let's see. What if I turn that one off? It's still echoing. Desktop audio. Let's turn that one off too. This is the only one that can you hear me now? Because I changed it again. Maybe I'm just talking to myself. because I have audio output capture, video capture, so you can hear me now. So I obviously need all three of those turned on, but I get a really strong echo on my end. Still an echo, but you can hear me. Because I can see your chats, which is a plus. um, I don't know. I think it's recording on two different microphones, possibly, but I'm not totally sure how to actually set this up. So I'm hearing myself on the computer. So I think that's what the echo is, because I'm recording on the camera. But like I said, I'm not real sure how to set that up. But we got to start here, and I could probably find some information online, maybe. Or maybe if I turn the volume down on my computer. Let's see. Microphone. Wonder what that'll do. Nope. Oh, I turned the microphone off and it just went crazy. It didn't do anything at all. Oh, volume. Turn the volume down on my computer, and then I can't hear there. I can barely hear myself now on the computer. Does that make the echo better on your end? Because, like I said, I can hear myself, but just barely via the audio on the laptop. It's a lot better now. So there's not near as much echo. So apparently I need headphones so that I can hear myself, but not everybody else can hear the echo from me listening to myself talk. Okay, well, at least it's better now, and I know that you can hear me, and I can hear myself to know that I'm actually talking on the video. So, ooh, I got 2 people watching, supposedly. Hello. I am winding this cool this skein of yarn for my 10-stitch blanket so that I can do some more crocheting on it. Once I get this ball wound up, I'll tilt the camera down so we can see the crocheting and not me, because I'm not that exciting. But I thought y'all might like to see me winding the ball, which I do have another project with me, but I decided I would work on this. I've kind of got 2 projects right now that I'm working back and forth on, maybe 3. I got the blanket, and then I don't have them with me, but I am working on the adult size raccoon hats to match. Gonna make 2 adult size raccoon hats to match the little one that I made earlier. Hey, just me, Tracy Lee. Loving the look of your yarn. Thank you. This is the Big Twist. I got this from Joann's, and the colorway on this is, if you can read that, Rainbow Bright. So I'm doing a 10 stitch blanket with this. I'll show that in just a second, as soon as I get this finished wound up. I'm trying out this new setup. We've had this camera for almost a year now. We actually got it for our gamers because they were wanting to live stream their games, but that just kind of took a nosedive and they haven't done anything to actually live stream their games. So I told hubby that I would just take the camera and try and use it myself, whether to record videos or do lives, whichever. Oh yeah, forgot I tied that. I always tie the loose end around some of the yarn so that loose end doesn't flop around everywhere. Oh, I don't have a yarn bolt here. Tisk. I guess I'll just throw it in my backpack. I forgot to grab a bowl because I wasn't planning on even winding this into a ball when I decided to attempt this again. This is my second attempt tonight at doing a live. The first one I didn't do public, I did it unlisted and had a friend help me with it. But I didn't have some settings right, so I decided to try again. After I went and made a Oreo cheesecake. No. Yeah, an Oreo cheesecake. Yeah, an Oreo cheesecake pie thingy for tomorrow for Christmas. Because I'm in charge of the desserts. And I'm doing the Oreo cheesecake, and then tomorrow morning I'm going to get up and make a cherry crisp. That way I'll already have the oven on and ready to go for my mother-in-law. When she comes over, she can throw in everything and get it heated up. All right, ball is wound up. I'll shut my sleeves. So if I can tilt this down. Yeah, that's pretty. All right, ball. But one of the other projects that I'm working on also is a loom knit project. I haven't even started it yet, but my sister brought me some yarn. Find the camera here. I do not know what this is because I cannot read that. But she got this and gave it to me, and she wants me to make a headband for her. She brought me 2 of these actually. This is a cotton and acrylic, 30% cotton, 70% acrylic. So I asked her if I could mix yarns, and she said yes. So the first one I'm going to mix the white and the rainbow together. So yeah, I'm kind of excited about that. To get started on that, and this is the pattern that I'm going to be using. Can't really see. There. This is the pattern that I'm going to be using and doing it on the loom. Just single thick. It's not, I mean, it's going to be double thick, but it's not going to be, I'm just going to be going in the round and not, whatever it's called. I don't know. But here is one that I had already finished, and I just need to sew the edges together to make the headband. So that's But that's for later because tonight I want to work on the blanket. Get all this other yarn back in my bag. And I'm going to toss this in my bag. Yum! Those sound good. Let's see what happens when I do this. Ooh, I can see the chat better. Yay! Alright, I am using a size N crochet hook. And then this is what the blanket looks like. I can't get all of it. I've already put 2 skeins in, and I've got this one and one more. Hopefully that's enough. If not, I might have to go get some more and make it a little bit bigger. So I ended right here on the corner. Got a little bit left here to tie on to this. Let's adjust the camera. There we go. There. Trying to get everything set just right. So I've got some bananas I need to use. Maybe I'll make some banana bread this weekend. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, so we're ready to start our corner. I am not normally a blanket person. I do not like large projects, but this is going to a very special person. And yeah, well, that's the only reason I'm making the blanket right now is because it's going to a very special person. So what are you guys working on other than food, making food? Trying to finish up any last minute Christmas projects? Ripple in the round. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Are you making a blanket or something like that with the ripple in the round? Actually, you know what? I need to find that stitch marker. Maybe I already took it out. So I could mark my spot. I think I took it out and I put it somewhere else in another project probably. I need to give me some more stitch markers. Something like that. Cool. I've not done a starburst or ripple in the round. Welcome to the people that just joined. I am just sitting here working on my Tunisian 10 stitch blanket, trying out a new recording thing. I've tried it once before But this time I decided to try live with it, and I think I've got it figured out. Kind of, sort of. 2 corner-to-corner shawls and finishing up on a corner-to-corner for your grandson. Awesome. All right, and yes, I know. I don't care. I'll trim it later. That's just the way I am. Right, at the end. So, time to move this. I decided to use stitch markers to mark my corners. That way it's easier for me to figure out when I am at the corner and ready to go back the other direction. Otherwise, it gets wonky on me because I'm off on my counts. So that goes right there. These colors were a little too vibrant for me. I liked them, but I lost track of what I was doing. Oh, I was doing single crochet. There we go. No, actually I didn't. I was doing what I was supposed to be doing. I think if your screen is showing what my screen is showing, this is like so totally, like, yeah, it's showing it way more vibrant than it really is, at least on my side. It's not as bright as what I'm seeing on my screen. I think it blows it out a little bit. But stitch markers, yes, I need to get some more. I really like the little safety pin ones, and I had a huge pile of them at one point, but they're either stuck in projects or I've lost them or who knows. But I need to get some more. These corners always confuse me. I've I've started doing that too. Like when I do something in the round, normally when I do stuff in the round, I just do it in the round. I don't like join and then chain and continue on. But when I do the join and the chain one or chain however many to continue on, I've been starting to put a stitch marker in that first chain or that first spot just because I sometimes miss those too. Or think that I need to make an extra stitch there where I don't. So that helps keep me in line a little bit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Missed one somewhere. Where did I skip one at? Guess I'll pull back and see. Well, kind of, sort of, yes, Leslie, but no, not really. That's why, right there, I didn't go far enough. I didn't. I skipped a row. There we go. Now it should work. I do not like the corners at all. But I like the looks of the 10 stitch blanket. So I'm going to make a 10 stitch blanket. I'm going to have to do the corners. Because they always do things like that. What did I do? You're just having trouble tonight. I think this is part of the reason why I put this down, is because I get frustrated on the corners. I'm okay on the straight strips, but when it gets to the corners, I usually have to go back and do them a couple times just to, get them done correctly. I think I got it now. Probably because I was talking and crocheting, and that doesn't always go over very well for me. Because when I talk, I can't concentrate. There we go. That looks better. I don't know. It's hard to say what I'm gonna do in the new year. I've been really liking doing those headbands. So I don't know. Maybe I'll make a bunch of those next year. Or maybe I won't make anything next year. I don't know. We'll find out, won't we? At this point, and I know I say this every year, but at this point, I do not plan on making the 100 hats for preschool because that is just a lot of work, and I do not really have the time to do that. So I might not do that this next year. But I do still plan on making things to donate. I might try and find a different place to donate stuff at. or just tell the preschoolers, hey, this is what I've got. Use it if you can. If you can't, I can, donate it somewhere else. I'm sure they could use it, but I think they like to have enough that every student could have a hat or something. But I also might see if they would take some headbands in addition to hats, because headbands don't take near as long, at least for me anyway, don't take near as long to create as making hats. I think I got it this time. Third time's a charm. Have I opened the package you brought? What part of it? Are you talking about this part? I showed him a little bit of it. I do have this that you brought me. There's the camera. I do have this that you brought me, but I got, I just want to work on this tonight, and I really need to get the other two raccoon hats finished, but I'm having issues with those, so they've been set aside for a couple days. I'll probably pick those back up this weekend. But the other stuff, the kit, no. Sue, I have not opened that one. It's still all in one piece. Yeah, it's still unopened. I haven't had a chance to open it yet and do anything with it yet. I've been kind of busy. Got other things right now to do. I wish they would make a skein of yarn. I don't know if you can see this. It looks blurry on my screen. But it's a neon pink and a bright yellow, or like the orange. I wish I could find a skein of yarn that was just like neon colors. Like pink and yellow, or the pink and the blue. Now, yeah, Sue, it's still sitting there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I did it again. What did I miss? I'm about to give up on this. Put it back in the bag. 2, 3, 4. Right there. Right there. I missed. Right there. Oh, goodness. Right there. I missed it. Two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Finally. Took me 4 tries to get that corner turned. Oops. It's good though, because that puts that joint in the back. Is my camera showing up blurry to you guys? Because it looks like it's going in and out on me. Now see, to me it looks blurry. Does it look blurry to you guys? It did, but it looks okay now. Alright. It's probably just trying to focus every time I move. The color of the yarn could be an issue as well. It is kind of bright. But bright yarn is the best kind of yarn. Alright. That should be 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We did it. Yay! It only took us 45 minutes to turn that corner. So at this point, it looks like this blanket will probably be either a birthday or a Christmas present for someone next year. So that means there's a possibility that it might be a fair project, but we'll have to see. It's not that great of a quality of a project in my opinion, but it's better than nothing. And our local county fair doesn't have very many entries in the open class in the first place anyway. So if I can get this done before the end of July, then I can use it for an entry. Yay! We got the corner turned. There we go. Let's focus, camera. Focus. It doesn't want to. Please. Anyway, we got the corner turned. 45 minutes. Oh, 7 people. Wow. Welcome, everybody. I am working on my 10-stitch Tunisian blanket. It took me 45 minutes to turn the corner. It should not take that long, but it always takes me longer to turn the corners than it does doing the straight rows. There, we'll focus now. There you go. There's my corner. It's pretty good. So those of you that have just joined me, what are y'all working on this evening? Are you working on some last minute Christmas projects? You did a snowflake coaster? Cool. I don't think I've ever crocheted a snowflake before. Actually, I still got my 1, 2, 3. I think one thing I'd like to try next, Leslie's asked me to try something new next year. Something I've thought about doing is kind of like the log cabin style blanket with Tunisian crochet, where the way I've got it worked out in my head, because I've not actually seen a pattern. Well, I kind of have, but you start out with like a section, and then you go a little bit, and then you go this way, and you go this way. I think it could probably get a little bit long, so that would definitely probably have to be something to use with an extended Tunisian hook with a cable, most likely, depending on how big the blanket was. The other Tunisian thing I would like to possibly try is kind of along the same lines, like a patchwork thing, where obviously it would be wider than 10 stitches, but make a row and just change colors every so often. When you get to the top, just do a chain and go back the other direction with the same number of stitches wide. Like, that'd be kind of cool to do like a plaid type blanket. Or more like a patchwork quilt look to it. This will definitely need like a crochet border on it or something because the edges kind of curl under, or some sort of border. But I like this for the most part. Those two colors would be pretty together too. That blue, that's blue and yellow, a bright yellow, kind of a like a turquoise type blue. Those two would be a really cool variegated skein to put together too. I don't know, maybe there's one out there like that, but I just haven't found it yet. Definitely not the pink, or not the purple and the orange. That's not my favorite combination. Oh, well, not the light purple. Dark purple and orange are okay, but the light purple and the orange is not my favorite combination of colors on this blanket. All right, I think I'm going to call it quits for tonight. I didn't get a whole lot done. I had to redo my corner 4 times. And I did a little stretch. But if you guys are interested in how to do the Tunisian 10 stitch, if you've never done it before, I do have a couple of videos on my channel that you can check out. I have one from several years back that is, in my opinion, okay. And I do have a newer one within the last couple of years that I think is a little bit better than the first one I did, but I was a little more experienced with Tunisian 10 stitch when I made the second one than I was with the first one. And quite honestly, Tunisian's 10 stitch, you can do it just a regular crochet hook as long as it doesn't have the big handle on it, because you're only putting 10 stitches on your hook. So yeah, it can be easily done with a regular crochet hook. You don't need any fancy hooks to do a Tunisian 10 stitch. So I'm going to tell you guys Merry Christmas. Thank you for hopping in and joining me tonight. And hopefully